影のカラスが優也を求めている。
くらえ。
姿を見せよ。
燃えろ。またかわせなかった。みんなは俺が守る。
まただ。
燃えろ。
断罪の姿を見。
燃えろ。
よいしょ。ここだよ。うん。走るより飛ぶ方が早いよ。断罪の名に。姿を見せよ。
全力攻撃だ。冒険だ冒険。よし、出発だ。よし、出発だ。冒険だ冒険。
断罪の名によ。
せえ。
ふう。
へっいや。
走るより飛ぶ方が早いよ。
たまにはのんびりするのも悪くないな。
お嬢様の仰せのままに。
みんながそばにいてくれれば絆。
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
姿を見せよオズ。
またか。
好きな料理はある？
Hey, what's up, man? Just watched a video called Builda Achieves World Peace. I like it. It's funny. Like a movie?
足元に気をつけて。
There's only one quest left to do.
It's a meme. Watch
This is
it.
you, isn't it? We are all part of a programmed reality. What is the scariest theory known to
Builda Achieves
mankind?
World Peace.
Solipsism, a theory you cannot disprove. No one is real and you're all alone. No matter how accurately we can map the brain and log what electrical signals fire when and where, when you and I eat chocolate, even if our brain's activity is identical, we can never check whether or not we're experiencing the same sensations. Solipsism is this notion, but on steroids. One can never definitively prove that others are real, and not a figment of one's imagination, let alone whether or not they're experiencing anything as real, conscious beings like oneself. It's perfectly plausible that the experiences is the only conscious, thinking entity in existence. The terror management theory. In a nutshell, its explanation would be that everything
Yeah.
that humanity has ever accomplished beyond
I listen to a lot of these, like, this one's not really too important, but I usually listen to the ones that are about, like, life facts, pretty much, you know, like,
our fear of the unknown and ultimately of death. Basically, our lives are pointless, our achievements are pointless, our existence in this universe is pointless. People make up religion, culture, love and so on just to have some sort of a purpose. The human mind is so vast, but it still cannot explain why are we here. That's why it makes up some BS like religion or a higher purpose, etc. I personally believe that the human race is just a lucky coincidence. The fact that I can understand what someone has written and am writing a reply to you actually has no point, and I am just wasting time that our consciousness can perceive. I mean, look at bugs. They have no clue what the hell they are doing. They act on instincts and fly to the nearest light source. They have no consciousness, so they don't have to explain their existence to themselves. This may sound really depressing, but it's by far the most logical solution to our lives. Hope this makes sense to everyone. Dead. Apparently people will do anything to gain even a second of internet fame, even if it's negative. What's a trend that you're glad died out? I'm just glad YOLO is something I don't hear much anymore.
YOLO, I remember
Those
that
stupid
crap.
scientifically backed
So
athletic
annoying.
wristbands that were meant to do things like maintain your balance when they were glorified placebos. They were a great way of separating gullible
Maybe
morons
it's
from
just
their
not think
unneeded
about
money.
it.
My uncle and also a few of my friends totally bought into that and tried to get us to do the experiment where you try to push them over. So I always pushed them over, and they always defend it by saying things like, well, you obviously aren't supposed to push that hard. But then what's the point? Especially if you're using it while playing sports. Fidget spinners. My kids wasted so much allowance on those things. Now they're collecting dust under beds and furniture across the nation. I remember seeing a screenshot of someone who had bought them in bulk during the craze, only to find that by the time he was ready to sell them on the trend had passed and he was only able to sell about 10 of the 1,000 or so. He'd sunk his savings into them. Game of Thrones being the most talked about thing in pop culture.
Oh
Man,
my
it went away
god.
fast. I feel
For
really bad for
real.
the podcasters and YouTube analyzers and such. They had so much material to work with, and in just like 5 weeks' time, due to the obvious horrible flaws in the last season, it just went poof. Someone replied, I got so sick of people telling me to watch this show.
For
And I'm ashamed to
real.
say I take pleasure in the fact that people hate it now and it's gone.
I was
It was
so
continuous.
annoyed by
I
that.
don't want to watch it. It's just TV, it's not that important. I remember when my generation would laugh at the previous one for spending all their time in front of the TV after work. Nowadays, the same people from my generation are binging Netflix all weekend long and consuming product and getting excited for next product and shaming people who don't care about product. Stupid internet challenges, like the Tide Pod Challenge and the Ice Cream Challenge. The former was a ticket to winning the Darwin Award, while the latter was basically a health code violation. Here's what the Ice Cream Challenge is. You go to the ice cream aisle in a store, take a carton, lick the ice cream inside,
you dirty
and put it
bastard.
back without paying for it or getting caught.
You
This
dirty
caused people
bastard.
to avoid buying the ice cream in front of the fridge, fearing that some attention-seeking idiot got their germs on it. It resulted in some stores adding locks to the ice cream freezers because apparently people will do anything to gain even a second of internet fame, even if it's negative. They honestly belong in prison if they do that, because if a kid gets sick from that, for example, if they get strep throat or some other illness, it can mess them up for a long time. The here in my garage with my Lamborghini and knowledge. That BS was so annoying. There was a time when I only had 47 Lamborghinis in my Lamborghini account. And I only had 47 Hills in my Hollywood account, and only 47 TEDx Talks where I talk about Warren Buffett in my TEDx Talks where I talk about Warren Buffett's account. That Ty Lopez BS was also so ridiculously stupid. That dude is a disingenuous moron. I watched a talk he did for some TED event and he told his story. His success was complete fucking luck. The story is absolutely laughable when he tells it too. That whole rags to riches thing is complete BS and never... Their personality is about as deep as an inflatable toddler pool. What screams that person that everyone hates? disliking everything that is popular because it's popular, or being a contrarian so it looks like you have good taste. In reality, it makes you look like a snob looking for attention. Especially when people start calling other people basic and think they're totally unique and above people. Like, no, there's literally a basic version of every subculture. It's impossible to be completely original, and it's okay to like popular things. Not everything has to be that deep. It also feels inauthentic because they're going out of their way to try to hate things other people like just for the sake of it. The one-upper who often invalidates others instead of supporting them. When you tell them that something bad happened, they gotta complain how they have it worse than you, like they're in a pain contest. Or instead of being happy for you when something good happened, they gotta brag about how they have it better than you. People have a problem with me because I tell it like it is. These people who are brutally honest only ever have bad things to say. If they were really invested in telling it like it is, they would give awesome compliments too. Another.
Well, some
We
looks
don't
good.
have a lot of mummies because rich people ate them.
What?
Some deeply unsettling facts that you know.
What?
People's conscious
They-
decisions are usually nothing of the
They
sort.
ate mummies?
Usually made subconsciously. Then, all the conscious mind normally does is build narratives about the previously made decisions. Those narratives consciously seem to arise concurrently with the decisions.
How the hell they do that?
Only
Just like
afterward.
just started gnawing at it
Research
like
on
beef
split brain
jerky?
patients has proven all of this.
That's sick.
Simply put, your brain makes choices without you knowing, then tricks you into thinking the choices were yours, by allowing you to invent gratifying reasons why you supposedly chose them.
Look at this
The number of people older
outfit.
than you never increases. I'm 25 and I'm currently still below the average age of the human population. Most people alive right now are older than me. However, that number is dwindling each day, and the number of people younger than me increases each day. It makes me realize how fast my life is flying by. It gets faster each year. I will be 30 in what will seem like 2 to 3 years when I look back to being 25. High school? That was almost 10 years ago already. More debt exists than money. It is impossible for all debts to be paid. A lot of debt is deep. Like, I owe you $6, so I borrow it from Randy, who borrows it from Sue, who borrows it from Ali. That's $30 in debts, but it balances out to $6, and that's not even accounting for interest charged on loans. That talent and skill isn't enough to follow your dreams. You need appeal and people skills. Someone could be immensely talented, but overlooked because they're deemed unlikable. Rich parents do help, too. And also luck. Imagine the amount of talent not being recognized in Africa and other third world countries. The water you drink has been recycled many times. That means it has been through many people's bodies before you put it in your mouth. Like all the water on Earth has always been on Earth. I would even assume my water has been through dinosaurs too. It is entirely possible that the universe has already collapsed and the end of reality as we know it is propagating towards us at the speed of light. We'll never get any more, but it's coming and it could hit us at any time, annihilating the entire planet in less than a tenth of a second. The speed of light is the speed of light. The event that causes the light to cease would exist at the same spot the end of the light ray came
Get
from.
it,
You
get
would
it,
see all the things that are
get
destroyed
it,
until the end.
get it,
The last
get
light
it.
wave would
And
reach
for the
Earth for
finale,
some moment
oh, they
before
didn't put
whatever
it
was
up.
destroying space-time arrived. Most likely this event would be a lower energy configuration or true vacuum. This even would be the propagation of vacuum decay, turning the metastable vacuum of the universe into a true vacuum. The properties of such a universe would be incompatible with life and most of the structure of the universe as we know it.
Hey guys, it is Julie here with TipBreaks, and today I want to show you a brand new tool to the TipBreaks
Don't you
website
hate
that
YouTube
you
ads?
won't find anywhere else.
No
TipBreaks
way.
platform
Skip.
The guy that started the vaccines causing
Alright,
some
man.
scare in
Peace
the
out. Have a good day, bro.
to fabricate evidence to support his own business ventures and a class action lawsuit against MMR vaccine manufacturers. Former doctor, now Mr. Andrew Wakefield, filed a patent for measles vaccine before publishing his study that claimed the combined MMR, measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine should be split into individual shots. He'd hoped to make money on both his own vaccine and testing kits regarding the fake medical condition he claimed to have found. The disturbing part is this should be very well known, easily fact-checked information that should make anyone that believes his claims reconsider their misinformed stance on vaccinations, but simply doesn't. Multiple genetic diseases, glass bones or brittle bone disease, sneezing can break a bone, or bumping a counter.
間答えなさい。風だ。ふう。
みんなは俺が守る。燃えろ。冒険だもん。
姿を見せよオーズ。逃げようなんて思わないでよね。ここだよ。黒き翼よ、昼夜を切り裂きなさい。
自分の道を信じてさえいれば、天気が晴れか雨かなんてどうでもいいんだよ。
星とし無事今日のい高いところにいるって
組合会にはまだ仕事が残っている。君は休む。
断罪の名に
天に召せ。全力攻撃だ。
風だ。
裁きを受けよ。
お嬢様の仰せのままに。
天に召せ。
答えなさい。
火炎よ、燃やし尽くせ。
足元に気をつけて。逃げようなんて思わないでよね。乱暴だな。
天に召せ。吹き飛べ。
姿を見せ。
判決を下す。
黒き翼よ、昼夜を切り裂きなさい。
みんなは俺が守る。冒険だ冒険。天に召せ。戦わせなかった。 せ。全力攻撃だ。燃えろ。
姿を見せよオーズ。
夜の源源。
みんなは俺が守る。天に召せ。
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
判決を下す。
断罪のな
一緒に遊ぼうよ。
燃えろ。みんながそばに。うわっ、いて
風だ
燃えろ。くらえ。
姿を見せよオーズ。
火炎よ燃やし尽くせ。